The city order classifies adult personal service businesses and or establishment, adult-oriented business, and that is why they are accusing PAPW of... I'm accusing Papa.
Papa.
The law classifies an adult personal service business and or establishment as the following: an establishment, club, business, by whatever name designated, which offers or advertises or is equipped or arranged to allow a person while clothed, nude, or partially nude to provide personal services for an individual of the same or opposite sex on an individual basis in an open or closed room, and which excludes minors by virtue of age. Such services or activities include, but are not limited to, massages, body rubs, alcohol, or lotion massages, if that wasn't covered already, or body rubs, if we didn't already say that once, and other similar treatments, as well as modeling, studios, wrestling studios, and individual theatrical performances.
So that's basically everything that isn't an eating establishment, right?
Man, don't you love that I'm so I'm so good at reading these just random words you put out in front of me? You always give me these ones. I always get these ones. And I'm like, I'm going to fucking nail it.
Oh.
East Haven is ordering the promotion to immediately cease and desist all wrestling activity at the location. Don't they just have to, like, invite children in to get around that?
Keep reading, Pacey, because this is where it gets interesting.
Failure to comply can result in fines and or criminal penalties. The promotion also has 30 days to appeal. There is no word yet on if they plan to shut down or appeal the cease and desist. The irony here is that Papua bills itself as family-friendly entertainment with a mix of old-school wrestling and modern professional wrestling. Well, the problem here, guys, is your wrestlers are nude, clothed, or semi-nude and are potentially giving body rubs to each other when they're grappling in the ring with lotion and or rubbing alcohol. And the doors might be open or they might be closed.
Like, I mean, that really just, it's like all-encompassing.
Yeah.
Anything you want to shut down fits in this description. I don't care.
That's a lemonade stand, Fat Mac.
Yeah, right? Doghouse. Get rid of the doghouse. There's
schools.
Are those kids clothed? Get them out. That's right here in the ordinance, while clothed.
Doors are closed. Can't have that.
It's just, I don't know. Seems really stupid, but, you know, then the question is, do two guys like Paul Roma and Mario Mancini have the money to fight this? I don't know.
I don't know.
Well, somebody who's fighting one of the most dangerous men on the planet, that man being New Jack. Of course, is New Jack's transvestite son, Washington Heights, who took to Twitter
Such a good
recently.
name. I love that name.
It sounds like a school.
It's
It sounds like a school I want to enroll my kid in. Like, where's your kid go to school?
Sounds
Washington
like a
Heights.
school that would probably be shut down by East Haven, Connecticut.
Yeah, right. So, New Jack's son took to Twitter recently to vent his frustrations with his father, saying, "My dad, New Jack from ECW, cut me out of his life 3 years ago because he didn't want his fans to know I'm a drag queen. And he didn't want Wikipedia posting anything about me. Clearly, he doesn't know how Wikipedia works," which I don't think would surprise anyone. Anywho, this is awesome. I'm now an official editor for Wikipedia. That is awesome. So throughout Washington's career, he has won many awards, including Best Host, Drag Performer of the Year, and his show won Best Drag Show in 2018 and 2020. So good for Washington to be sticking up against his dad, who's a real... I love watching New Jack shit, but he's a real piece of shit.
He is a piece of shit. He is a piece of shit. the kind of man who needs the power, the ability to end a person's life, and he can't handle that his son makes his own decisions.
Yeah.
I think it's probably more embarrassing to say you're a wrestler from that era.
I think it's more embarrassing to say you're New Jack's son than to be Washington Heights' dad.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
I'd be proud of a Washington Heights. Shit, I'd go. I'd check out his shows.
And I'd kill any motherfucker who looked at him sideways.
Right? I'd probably join personally. I'd fucking throw some shit on and go out there, check it out.
Dude, New Jack and drag would be the shit.
That would be the best thing ever.
He would kill. He would slay.
As he's known to do.
Major League Wrestling announced recently that they would be restarting with new tapings taking place in the Northeast and in the month of October.
Oh, I cannot wait, Pasty.
Woo! PW Insider is reporting that once the brand does return to television, the series will have a new name and will no longer be debuting Saturday on beIN Sport. Instead, the plan is for new episodes to debut in a primetime slot during the week and debut first on the Fubo Sports Network. MLW will remain on beIN Sport, but that broadcast will effectively be a replay of the episode that debuts on Fubo Sports Network. Fubo Sports is available for free access across a number of platforms and devices, including their Fubo TV streaming service and Pluto TV. There's also a plan for MLW to move forward with original content and specials specific to DAZN streaming service. Until then, DAZN will be added a significant amount of MLW's library to their service as well. There is a feeling internally at MLW that streaming platforms are better suited and supportive to pro wrestling, and it's better to experiment with different ideas as opposed to television outlets that are more set in their traditional ways. Bad time to tell them streaming is going the way of television, right?
Right, but streaming is still the future for 100%, you know.
Right.
So, I agree with them. I agree, and I'm just happy they're going to be starting up again soon. I miss my MLW.
Yeah, and I'll just continue to watch MLW on YouTube like a normal person.
I do like the MLW flashbacks that they've been showing, though. There's been some awesome matches from back in 2002 and throughout the history of the show. It's, you know, it's on YouTube. It's usually only 2 matches. It's easy to digest. I recommend it, folks. Great, great stuff there.
Oh, there's some great stuff coming up next.
Oh, it's exciting because the United States Patent and Trademark Office has refused WWE's application for the Evolve name. It's got to be a Christian group, ain't it? They're against the Evolution. I don't know. WWE purchased the Evolve promotion from WWN Live back in early July, but have had an issue filing the trademark for the Evolve name, according to Heel by Nature. The trademark for the Evolve name was originally filed in November 2019 by WWN Live owner Sal Hamaoui. The U.S. Patent Office initially refused the trademark application due to improper documentation attached to the filing. Quote, registration is refused because the specimen does not show the applied for mark in use in commerce in connection with any of the goods and or services specified in the application, said the refusal notice. Sal did not respond to the notice, and the Evolve trademark was subject to abandonment. WWE then filed a notice to revive their application on Tuesday, August 4th, and to change ownership, transferring the application from WWN to WWE. The United States Patent Office issued a notice on Tuesday, August 25th, to inform WWE that the trademark filing cannot move forward due to confusion with EF Evolved Fights Mixed Wrestling trademark.
That's a long trademark.
I'll tell you what, records show that the EF Evolved Fights Mixed Wrestling trademark was first filed for on Tuesday, May 5th of this year. The owner of the name is listed as Greatest of All Time Entertainment, LLC, and it appears as if Evolved Fights is some sort of adult entertainment company, Pasty.
Is that Chris Jericho? Did Chris Jericho fuck their plan?
with his own porn industry.
Greatest of all time entertainment. That's Chris Jericho, man.
That's awesome.
That's funny. It's really just Cody Rhodes, though, right?
Oh, of course.
Cody Rhodes heard they were buying Evolve or wanted to buy Evolve, and he's like, well, here we go. I'm good at trademarks. EF Evolved Fights Mixed Wrestling.
Casey's going to look it up now.
How is that adult... What?
Adult entertainment company. My guess is it's one of those, naked wrestling things that they sell for $5.99 online. Not that I know of them.
There's naked wrestling?
Hey, man, it's Greco-Roman.
When in Rome.
When in Roman Reigns. Wow.
You'll have to ask Paul Heyman how that is.
I think so. I think
there'll be a lot of coming.
Maybe a little bit of going afterwards.
Yeah.
Which brings us to...
comings and goings. Yes, Dan the Beast Severn of UFC and WWF fame is booked to take part of Paradigm Pro Wrestling's 2020 Fighting Spirit Heavyweight Grand Prix.
Woo.
Bwah, 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 bwah. The event will take place on November 6th in Sellersburg, Indiana, and be contested under UWFI rules. Severn complied a mixed martial arts record of 101, 19, and 7 during his career.
Pretty awesome.
That's nuts. For those unfamiliar with the rule set, UWFI used a hybrid of professional wrestling and MMA rules. There's no pinfalls. Instead, bouts must be won via knockout, submission, or on points. PPW resurrected the rules last year for the 2019 edition of the Spiting Ferret Heavyweight Grand Prix.
Just in
it's
spite.
The Spiting Ferret.
Right?
Spiteful ass ferret.
Damn ferrets.
The Fighting Heavyweight Spirit Grand Prix has used it 4 additional times since then. I'm not even going to try to fix that.
just go to the next.
Of course.
Yeah, just go.
The card is main evented by UW. That's because you didn't just give me random technical jargon to read.
Right, you can handle that. You can say a series of words.
The card is main evented by a UW5 bout between UFC veterans Tom Lawler and Stephen Boner. Per the promotion, a total of 15 UW5 rules bouts will be held at the event, which is being filmed for distribution on the IndependentWrestling.tv streaming service.
Oh, I thought for sure they were going to say for EF Evolved Fights Mixed Martial Wrestling.
Fighting Spirit Heavyweight Grand Prix streaming service. That's one thing. Independent Wrestling needs to get on the same fucking page, and they need to come up with a Netflix for independent wrestling.
Yeah,
there needs to be one hub.
Their own shit.
Yes, one hub.
I concur.
I'm not going to sit here and pay $4 45 times to keep up with everything.
Or even just get like a bundle or something where it's like, okay, you can get all of them for like $2 each, and it adds up to like, maybe obviously they can't afford, they need more money than WWE, so you can't expect the $10 thing. But let's say for just $15, $20 a month or something, you know what I mean?
Hey, Good Brothers prove $15 is a great price for a pay-per-view.
Damn right, there you go. Maybe they can get this going. Major League Wrestling Pasty announced yesterday they signed Kevin Q as the league works towards its restart set for this fall, as we talked about. Q said, "My excitement for signing with the MLW cannot be understated. I truly believe that they are one of the last raw wrestling companies who foster an environment of realness that's missing from the world of pro wrestling. I can't wait to bring my brand of violence and bring MLW to new heights and win championship gold." The old Double K is a versatile athlete with a background in karate and Olympic weightlifting. He is an experienced singles and tag competitor who can quickly shift from a technical fight game to scrapping and brawls in a flash. Employing rapid-fire striking and an unrelenting offensive assault. Kevin Koo is a ferocious fighter who advocates a